Just a few years ago, being in a wheelchair meant that you had very few options for the type of vehicle that you could drive or that you could use to get around in. But boy, times have changed. For everyone who wants to maintain their freedom in a vehicle of their choice, joining me now is Tom Lawrence from Maine Mobility and Clearance to discuss with us the new pickup truck that's designed for a wheelchair. And Tom, I'm so excited to talk about this. I love that you're able to give so much independence to people in wheelchairs and with, mobility issues.
This is an exciting time for us in our industry. Especially living here in Western New York with our snow. We no longer have to rely on just riding around in a minivan or a full-size van, two-wheel drive. We have the option now to get a four-wheel pickup truck.
All right, so show me this pickup truck. I want to see what it looks like. Explain a little bit of it.
Well, what they do is they take a brand new Chevy pickup truck, and as you're looking at the picture right here now, this driver and rear door section are going to open right up. And they'll touch a button, and now you see it's already open. He's backing into that area. The floor is going to raise up, and like a big drawer, this whole thing just closes and will position the person in the chair directly behind the steering wheel.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's that simple. It's actually easier than getting into the minivans.
Is that retrofit that way, or is that built that way?
There's a company called SVM that's manufacturing this. It's quite involved. You can get it on the driver and or passenger side.
Amazing.
So if a person is not a driver, we just do the opposite side of the vehicle.
Now, coming up February 6th through the 9th, everybody can check out the truck at the Buffalo Auto Show.
Absolutely. It's hard to believe that it's auto show time again, but it's here, and well, it snows on the ground and always snows for our display of all these vehicles. But yes, this will be on the main floor. People can come in and try it out, come right in there. And this, what you're seeing right now, shows that it's a fully crash-tested vehicle. That wasn't somebody just driving bad, but it shows that the vehicle meets all the FMVSS certifications in place today.
And when somebody's in a wheelchair and they're driving a car, they're driving with hand controls?
Correct. Yes.
And hand controls are just as good as foot controls?
Absolutely. It's just another way of being able to apply the braking gas. In this case, you're going to be using your hand. And we have a whole display of them where there's different range of motions. There's push down, there's twist, there's 90 degree. We even have one that's floor mounted, and you just twist an accelerator controller.
It's so funny because I think of you and I think of your musical background and everything, and to have you found this path of Maine Mobility and the lives you've changed, how did that happen?
Well, I used to tour with some major artists, Barbara Mandrelli, Greenwood, the Osmonds. And when we were a touring band, we would ride in the back of a cargo van on lawn furniture. So I set out one day to build myself a little more customized vehicle. From there, some of the people in the community asked me if I would build them a van. I had a gentleman come along and had a child in a wheelchair, said, could you try to get my child in the van? And it just took me to a whole different path, and I stopped touring and started building vans.
And here you are today, but it's amazing how you can change somebody's life. Somebody should, if they've got questions, they can either come to the auto show or stop by Maine Mobility. Asking questions is probably the best thing, right?
Yes. Coming in and experiencing it, seeing it, again, no pressure, come in and try it. We'll have Toyotas, Hondas, Dodges, the new Chevy pickup truck, and all kinds of adaptations to automobiles.
I love it too because you know so much, and I don't want to ever see somebody make the wrong choice in what they're getting, and it seems like you can really guide them down the right path.
We always like to tell everybody, if it doesn't meet your needs or have the functionality, it doesn't have value.
No, it doesn't.
So just because somebody might be funding it or paying for it, it still has to meet your needs.
Absolutely. Thanks for stopping by today. Make sure that you stop by, I can't believe it, the Buffalo Auto Show, February 6th through the 9th at the Buffalo Convention Center to check out the wheelchair-accessible pickup truck Maine Mobility will have on display. They will have representatives there to answer any questions that you might have on everything that they have to offer. Maine Mobility, located at 9580 Main Street in Clarence. Give them a call at 759-6811 or visit them right now online, mainemobility.com. You can find out more about the auto show at buffaloautoshow.com. Maine Mobility, committed to expanding the world of others.